Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lebanon Valley College Twitch channel. We are here finally. It's been a very long break. Obviously this week we had some streams, but it's been a big break for us here at LVC, and obviously for anyone that only had NECC Nationals to play for in the summer and not the CVAL, CLOL, COW, I think, CR6 maybe too, all of those tournaments. But anyways, also CRL, of course. We were here for Rocket League, I might as well mention it. But regardless, we are now here. We are back to kick things off in the bracket stage of the NECC Challengers National Tournament. However you want to word it, I call it Challengers Tournament. I call it Nationals Tournament, Nationals Bracket. They're essentially the same thing, at least at this stage. So however you want to see it, but we are back here, and I am so excited to get into it again. It's been a very long time. It's been over almost 2 months since this team has played, at least in an official matchup. So good to see them here. And the last time they did play, they ended up falling in the semifinals of their division to Nova. But first, I want to talk about their opponents. Today, they will be taking on St. Clair Saints Academy. This is not their main team that we saw them play in the NECC finals a few months ago. In the NECC final, they played the St. Clair main team, which that is a CRL team. They are amazing players. They are very, very good and they're good for a good reason. Like, they're up there for a good reason. They're champions for a reason. But this is the second team for the side of St. Clair, their academy team. They even have their own whole logo for them, which is pretty cool as well. I think that's a great idea. But anyways, this team in the spring semester, I don't know about the fall semester, but in the spring semester, a bit more relevant information. They were in the Challengers Canada bracket, where they ended up in 6th place. They had a 5-4 record, 19-15 map count in that Challengers Canada division, but they didn't end up taking it all. They went as the 5th seed into the bracket. They would take down OTSU Royal. They would upset them 3-1, but when it would come to playing in the best of 7 in the semifinals, they would have to face Lancer Gaming, and Lancer would take that series in a close 3-0. That Lancer squad is like 2nd or 3rd or something in nationals, so definitely not something to look away from. They are definitely a very good squad. I've seen a lot from this team. They do rotate players out here a little bit, but that's not really going to be able to happen today. I know one of their players is back in Germany. If you're watching this, it sucks. I would love to see you play. I apologize for forgetting the name, but I try my best to remember everybody, but unfortunate. Anyways, we are here. The players are starting to join into the lobby, but we're not quite ready yet. But as I was saying, St. Clair Academy, definitely a good squad, but let's take a look at the rest of this bracket as well, as we have a lot of game left to go. We have a lot here in the NECC Challengers National Playoffs to get through. As we saw with Rainbow Six, a lot of teams ended up forfeiting in that national bracket. In Rocket League, it has been much different than pretty much every game. They're like the only game that has not had anybody forfeit. So in even Valorant, in League of Legends, Overwatch, a lot of teams have forfeited, but here in Rocket League, that has not been the case. As you can see here in this bracket, we have LVC at the 4th seed, St. Clair Academy at the 5th seed. They both made it out of the group stage. Also, the way that this worked was a bit different than Rainbow Six. They had a group stage to make it through. And St. Clair being put in Challengers group, or Challengers E, they went 3-0 with a 9-1 map count. And in Challengers D, LVC went 3-0 with a 9-2 map count. So, 2 very solid squads, 4th and 5th seeds overall. And looking at this bracket, there's a lot of heavy hitters. NMSU taking the top spot, Mount Union Purple number 2, and number 3 going to Lancer Gaming. As I mentioned earlier, they were the ones who took down St. Clair in their Challengers Canada bracket and even took the title in the Challengers Canada division over 2nd or 9th seeded Conestoga Condors. So a few teams from this Challengers Canada bracket making their way into the playoffs as well. But you can also see Northwood Black. I think that's their 3rd team. I had a discussion with one of the players about this. I believe that's their 3rd team. Then, of course, you have the team in New Haven Chargers. We're very familiar with them, at least if you're around the LVC players, you're familiar with them. they are a very good team. Of course, Martzi, their captain, we do know their players a decent bit. Always a great group of guys to be around. Really solid players as well. Obviously, taking that 6th seed there. And then Conestoga Condors, another Challengers Canada division team. They were the 2nd seed in that division, and they ended up falling to Lancer Gaming, as I had said, in the finals. So a lot of representation from the Canada region, and that's something we've been seeing a lot lately when it comes to Rocket League. At least there's been a lot of Canadian talent, at least in the collegiate scene, coming on up. But we are here ready to get things going here soon as we prepare to start things out here. This is a best-of-5 series, as it will be the in the semifinals. That will change. We will have a best-of-7. So right now, it's the final best-of-5 of the season. You lose, you go home, you're done. And for this LVC team, that means a lot here, as they have 2 seniors on the roster, Faithful and Magars, 2 of the longest tenured players in LVC esports program history. They've basically been here since day 1 almost, and they would love to go out on a national championship, or at least I'd hope so. Knowing them, I feel like they would just tell me no to my face just because, but I assure you, deep down, they truly do want to make it out with a national title. Obviously, we saw Rainbow Six yesterday take home their national title. Now it's Rocket League stepping up to the plate, but they have a lot more to go through. They have to go through that quarterfinal. They have to go through the semifinal, and they will end up facing that first seed, likely face that first seed in New Mexico State if they do manage to make it through this side of the bracket. So it'll be a very, very close one to get through. I'm hoping at least that NMSU doesn't get upset. I've heard that they're a very solid team. I've never seen them play. I don't really follow the Western region when it comes to anything collegiate. I just pretty much focus on the East and some of the South, as we do play some of the Southern teams. But for me, I don't have a lot of knowledge, at least when it comes to these Western teams. Even the Canadian teams, to be quite honest, I pay more attention to. Obviously, we do end up playing them. St. Clair, Lancer Gaming, as I had mentioned in that bracket before. Conestoga, we haven't played, but I know they're somewhat familiar, at least with some of the other teams we play. So we have a lot to go down. But the way that this bracket will break down is, I already showed off the bracket, but we can real quick show this off again. As you can see here, we have the quarterfinals today, and then tomorrow we'll have the semifinals, which will take place at 8 p.m. Eastern time, same time as tonight. It'll be a best-of-7, though, instead of a best-of-5, and the winners of tonight all going into those semifinals to play for a spot at the national final. Unfortunately, we don't get to do lands for this sort of thing, but it would be cool if we did, but just not logistically very possible, especially with the scale that NECC is at this point in time. So you will then see those teams in the 2 teams that come out of each side of the bracket, the national final, and that is sure to be a good one. Now, this St. Clair Academy team, as I had said earlier, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I know that they are a very solid squad, as they did perform decently in that Challengers Canada division, and we saw that they have a lot of top contenders in the Challengers division in Challengers Canada. So 3 of those teams that are from that division being represented here, and I'm just curious to see how they perform here tonight, because it's win or go home for every single squad from here on out. You have one chance, and if you don't take it, you are gone. You are done for the season. And as I said, for LVC, it means a lot. You have 2 seniors that want to show that they can be a national title contender, that they can make it to the national final. Last year, we saw LVC, a bit of a different roster, but we still saw LVC go all the way to that national semifinal. They made it out of the group stage. It was a bit of a different format, but a very similar group stage regardless. They made it to that national quarterfinal, took down Howard Community College. Then they went to play UAH, University of Alabama, Huntsville, in the semifinal, and unfortunately were not able to take that there. So we'll have to see if they can improve upon their performance. LVC Rainbow Six being the first team from LVC Esports to go to that national final. Rocket League certainly wanting to prove that they are just as capable of that sort of performance. And I truly believe that this team, I have faith in this team that they can do just that. I truly believe that they can do no wrong, especially when they are all firing on all cylinders. Now, something that's a bit interesting is obviously we don't have these players on campus. They weren't able to make the trip back to campus. Rainbow Six yesterday, if you were in the stream, that they did manage to come back to campus, but that is not the case with this Rocket League team. So it'd be a bit of a different vibe. They'll be playing from home, but still are ready to get things going. And now we are finally into the game. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are here kicking off the NECC Nationals bracket for the Challengers Division with LVC St. Clair Academy, the quarterfinal. Who will take it? We'll have to see as we get things started. It'll be NECC looking to get a pass over to Dez, and he does just that. Frenchie, does he stretch out for the save? Actually, it's a bit off, so doesn't really need to go there. NECC, though, by himself gets 50. Dez puts it all the way to the corner. This might be an opportunity for LVC to capitalize off that big touch there, but for now, LVC just trying to get some pressure going. Demo in, NECC off the map for just a couple seconds. LVC now putting the pressure on. A huge 50 from Faithful. That'll put it all the way over to the opposite wall. Frenchie trying to make up for it, but Magar's going to have to pick up the slack. Ryda trying to make something happen for St. Clair. So far, no huge amounts of pressure, but now a pass over to Faithful. Tries to put one on or maybe go for the double. Either way, doesn't get either of those results. Ryda trying to get a touch off the wall there, but it's off the backboard. This is almost free. Magar's just barely having to avoid that touch as gets saved from St. Clair Academy. But Ryda's still here, still trying to make a play. Looking for the reset, does get it, but not a lot of power on that shot. So Frenchie will send that one away. And again, getting a big clear. Faithful not able to get the pass though. Ryda not going to get the second touch. I believe he was looking for another reset there. Frenchie contest. Shot from NECC blocked. Can Frenchie get back? No, Dez putting St. Clair Academy on the board first. And they will be the first ones to put a goal on the board in this game. St. Clair Academy looking to make some noise. And so far, they've done that. They've had a lot of control so far in this game. 1-0 lead, but still a lot of time remaining. Ball floats right in the middle of the St. Clair goal. Get tossed out by Ryda. Can't quite follow. 50 right in front of the LVC net, but no one in a position to capitalize. Faithful gets it past a couple. Can get this pass down to Frenchie. Puts it all the way downfield, but Ryda makes his way back for the save. Magar's not going to get the 50 there. Dez tries to just launch it towards the LVC wall. Not going to get a shot on net, but he's trying to find a teammate outside. NECC not there fast enough. And Dez may have just put this out for a layup. Frenchie, though, does get contested at the ball. Dez now launching it downfield, maybe looking for a double. Magar's touch outside. St. Clair putting on the pressure right now. They are giving LVC some trouble here on the defensive half. LVC needs to find a way to get the ball to each other. They have been fantastic in the passing game all year long, and they need to continue that. They want a win here. Faithful launches a shot on net, almost makes it go. Magars puts another one down, doesn't quite get it. Down to Frenchie though, tries to get a touch towards the backboard, doesn't get it there though. Now LVC have to back up. NECC trying to capitalize, but doesn't get there fast enough. Magars puts it down. Frenchie not able to stretch back far enough. Faithful has to contest. Dez, though, doesn't quite get that on target. Just a bit off. The bump is there. NECC puts it on. 2-0 lead for St. Clair Academy. Huge bump there from Dez. Just gets in the way of Frenchie. Cannot get the save. And now, with 1:49 remaining, St. Clair Academy looking to put themselves on the board first in this series. Got a pass from Faithful down to Frenchie. Now LVC have a chance. Demo from Faithful. Make sure no cherry picks go down. LVC still need to find an opening. That may have just been it, but Faithful doesn't get there for the shot. Ryda in net, keeping it there. keeping it out of the net for St. Clair Academy. Magars, touch towards, not gonna go. Frenchie doesn't get there. Now NECC sends it downfield. Magars barely getting the save, and Frenchie trying to redirect that downfield. Not gonna get what he wants there. NECC launches another shot towards, but it'll be not quite a save, but either way sends it off the backboard. I believe that was Magars. 1 minute left. Now Magars has a one-on-one in net, but Dez just gonna fly at the ball, gets there. And Ryda sending it away once more. St. Clair have been denying any chance at passing for LVC, just keeping them away from the ball as much as they can. A lot of control here for St. Clair Academy, and that's exactly what they want to do. They want to keep LVC off the board here. They may even shut them out in game one. Backboard, nothing. Frenchie tries to get it downrange, but still nothing for LVC. With 20 seconds left, Faithful has no boost here. Just trying to make something happen, trying to get something here, as LVC are just being shut down completely on the offensive side. Shot on net, bump is not enough. NECC keeps it away, and St. Clair Academy gonna take game number one. Can LVC at least get on the board? They do. It's a bit too late though. It'll be a 2-1 scoreline, but really this one was over before that goal goes through. And St. Clair Academy on the board. NECC, the MVP there for St. Clair Academy, with 2 players with a goal, NECC and Dez, both putting one through for St. Clair. And also in the saves column, everyone contributing. 6 saves there. Huge defensive power from the side of St. Clair. Looking at the demos column, not much of a difference. Really just comes down to those saves and the amount of pressure that St. Clair is able to put on the LVC half. So heading to game number 2. LVC looking to respond here. Frenchie off the side wall. Dez just barely getting a touch. Saves a potential shot there from LVC. Magars, flick over top, puts it top corner, and Magars, I've had conversations with him about this tournament. He said if he shows up, they will win. And that shots like that are what is going to give LVC those wins. Putting LVC on the board early. Fantastic play from Magars. A good bump there on the backside as well. Demo. Now Ryda just has to sprint back to net, trying to scurry back there. Frenchie doesn't get the double. And that 50 is going to go all the way back to the LVC corner, so it's going to be a reset here for LVC. Shot though from Dez, and maybe not expecting it. Dez gets so aggressive so fast. Magars trying to get back to net, but he's not going to get there in time. Dez launching it into the top. And now St. Clair have responded just as quick as they've gotten there. First, they've gone down. 4:20 remaining, and we already almost have more goals than we did in the entirety of the last game. Past the Faithful, wide open net essentially there. You can put that anywhere you want. That's pretty much a goal every time. NECC, bit of a mistouch to the midfield. Frenchie steals that away down to Faithful. It's a beautiful passing play, 71 miles per hour. And LVC back on top. Demo. Now Dez looking to carry the ball over, but not going to get there. Faithful gets the second touch. Shot, though, not going to be quite on target. And LVC look much better here. They look like a revitalized team. A bit more collected. Passing is on point. Magars all the way over to Faithful, taking it slow, but not good enough. But it doesn't even matter. It gets all the way back out. Now LVC are firing on all cylinders. Magars over to Faithful. He gets to send it right back to the middle. Frenchie putting that just a bit too far out of Ryda's touch. Now LVC are looking like themselves once again. NECC, Dez is demoed, and that's a huge 50 there. I think that was Magars. And now he comes flying in off the backboard. Is Frenchie going to be here for the read? He may just get it. He does, and Magar's the only player in net for St. Clair. And he's just obviously going to let that one roll in. Frenchie's smiling about that one. Steals that touch from NECC. The only player that could have saved it is Magars himself. So now LVC up 4-1. And this is looking fantastic if you're LVC. Magars, a good save there. A bit of an awkward position, but managed to make it work out. Demo on to Ryda. Now Magars just playing the ball. Faithful had to pick it up. And Dez gonna misread that one there. Faithful has a chance here. He can just let it up to his teammates. Magars, another shot on net, backflip, and Magars putting on a show. Goals, assists, and whatever else you need. Saves coming into Magars. Doing what Magars does. 5-1, and LVC putting in a life. Looking to tie this up at 1 apiece, and they look to destroy St. Clair doing it. Here comes a shot off the backboard. Double is there, and it floats in. Now LVC are just having some fun. Frenchie with a double. Slow roller, but doesn't even matter. St. Clair look a bit lost in this map. We saw how much they contested LVC in map number 1, but since then it's just been demolition from LVC. They found the openings. They've understood the playbook, and now they're exploiting it. The adjustment has just come in so quickly from LVC. St. Clair needs to ramp up their aggression once again. When they were playing so fast, outpacing LVC, that was really when they were being so successful, but now we're just seeing it all crumble down. They're getting a bit panicked, and they're just kind of throwing themselves at the ball. That cannot happen. If you are St. Clair Academy, you have to just slow it down, focus on how you want to attack the ball. Now Frenchie looking for another double, doesn't get there. NECC trying to send it down to his team, but his teammate gonna be Magars. It's LVC again on the attack. Dez, the rough touch out, gonna get Frenchie free reign on the ball. Sends it back, Magars is here, looking to send it out mid. For now, he's just gonna contest. Ryda trying to get downfield, but again, good third man from Faithful there. Backboard, LVC almost trying to put on another goal. Magars almost slamming that one home too. But Ryda trying to dribble around. Dez off the backboard, shot not gonna go. St. Clair, I'd say at this point in time, are pretty much done for in this, at least in this game. 1 minute remaining, and they are still down by 5. Frenchie sending it downfield. St. Clair now just looking for consolations at this point. Just doing whatever they can, and it's almost allowing another goal to LVC. Looking for the Brazil, but for now, it's still gonna be a 6-1. Look at that pass down to Magars, and what a play. Frenchie knows how nice that one looked. Magars down to Frenchie, back to Magars off the wall. They can do no wrong. 33 seconds left, and we have ourselves a trip down to Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, South Americans invading the NA servers. Might be invading this game here too. Just 25 seconds left. LVC gonna guarantee at least a game 4. Faithful just trying to get this ball further down into the St. Clair Academy half. Everyone getting bumped out of net. Dez getting bumped by his own teammate, and that's going to be game number 2. Magars may look to help put a eighth goal on as he passes it downfield to Faithful, but no, not going to be there. Shot from Magar is going to connect. And an 8-1 scoreline. My God, LVC demolished St. Clair Academy in game 2. The assist there from Faithful. And if you're St. Clair Academy, you're just gonna have to shake that one off. There's not much you can do. 4 goals from Magars, 3 from Frenchie, 2 hat tricks, 7 shots apiece from both Magars and Frenchie. And the assists 2 apiece. That is what you like to see from LVC. The demos column looking good as well. 6 total demos there. Faithful didn't even have to do a whole lot in that game. Just allowing Frenchie and Magars to do their thing, and that's what gets them the win there. St. Clair trying to shake this one off. Dez starting off with possession, not gonna be able to do a whole lot with it. So it'll be Ryda picking it up, tries to get a shot there, but not gonna connect on the second touch. So now Magars sending it down range. But again, Dez to carry it out. But look at how fast LVC are. They are full court pressing St. Clair Academy, and that could lead to disaster if you are St. Clair. They have to be careful with these smaller touches around their net. They can no longer afford to go for these dribbles. They're gonna have to just go for big open field passes, and so far, they've led themselves to the front of the LVC net. Nitrix looking for Dez, doesn't get there fast enough to be contested, but another one off the backboard. Dez gets there, but no shot in time. As again, LVC looking to control. 50 downfield, but Dez is here. Good touch to the corner, but LVC just flying around. Magars getting the demo there onto Dez. It's just pandemonium. Everyone on the field getting demoed. No one is safe from the demos of either squad. Pass out mid. Dez looking for the double off the wall. Not going to get there. Doesn't have the angle. Faithful looking to contest here. Has a bit of an awkward angle, but still manages to make it work. Now has a second touch on line. Almost drills that home, but not quite. So it has to be through another means here that LVC scores their goal. Now St. Clair with a chance, down to Ryda, shot clean. Ryda putting St. Clair Academy on top here in game number 3. Fantastic pass down mid from Nitrix. That's going to be a beat there for Ryda. As now LVC trail in game number 3, looking to even the odds, and Faithful have just put that mid. That's almost a layup, but Ryda barely managing to make it back. 50 again. Gonna go down to the LVC half, but LVC already back on the attack. Ryda trying to get a touch on this wall, but Magars sends it to Frenchie, almost gets it home, but not quite. Passing looking very good from LVC, but St. Clair still managing to hold on defensively. Backboard, Dez to intercept, looking for the second touch. Actually leaves it to Nitrix, looking for the double. Not there. Faithful trying to send it out mid, but can't quite get the angle for it. Touch almost goes into the net, but no. Demo. LVC sending it back down. Magars to Frenchie off the back wall, but a weird bounce off the back wall there is going to send it back to the LVC half, and also I believe someone got a touch there as well. Frenchie launches it to the net. No dice, but Faithful sends it, not quite. LVC knocking on the doorstep here of St. Clair Academy, but can't quite put it through. Now Magars trying to dribble it. Dez almost gets the redirect. Gonna have to leave it for Nitrix though. Trying to put this in front of the LVC net, not gonna get there. All the way across, Nitrix off the backboard. Anyone there for St. Clair Academy. Now Ryder gonna have to carry it out. Des doesn't really have the angle, so he's just going to touch it off the wall, but he's putting it back towards his own net. He's got to be careful here. Faithful contests. Minute 15 left, and LVC still need to get on the board here. They've come close, but not quite yet with a goal. This may be the opportunity. Magars just launches it at the net, and that's going to be a goal! Look at Frenchie, he's just as surprised as I am that that rolls in. That should have been a save. Should have been an easy one at that. But NECC going for the boost. Ryda doesn't have the time to get back fast enough, and that one just sneaking by. And LVC have a chance to send this to OT, or maybe even take it if they get the right play. Faithful just putting it in reverse, and now that's towards the St. Clair net, off their corner. NECC off the ceiling, off the wall, but nothing at all. And look at this open net. Magar's gonna capitalize. St. Clair Academy crumbling at the seams. Not what you want. And a whiff gonna lead to a Magar's goal. He can go as slow there as he wants, and he can take that. As now LVC with the 2-1 lead, 35 seconds remain. Now with 30 seconds left, that's floating right in front of the St. Clair net again. Pass downfield, not gonna go. Look at this, Magar's all the way up to Faithful off the backboard, looking for the double. Not gonna get there, he has 0 boost, so he's gotta be careful getting back. But LVC still sending it downfield. Ryda with a huge 50, Des trying to send it back, trying to keep this ball in the air. This is their last hope, their last shot at getting the goal through. Save from Frenchie. You can see the sigh of relief there as he hits that save. LVC, 2-1 lead. A very scary touch from Faithful there, but Frenchie making sure to clean it up. A much closer one here. 6 total shots, 2 apiece from each player on LVC, but both goals coming from Magars, and both the assists coming from Frenchie. Looking at the demos column too, 5 from Magars. He is flying around the field. He does not want anyone on his map. He has told me he's always been a COD player at heart, so maybe the demo is just an instinct. Now LVC is on series point. They could put St. Clair Academy away here, put themselves in the quarterfinal. And look at that from Magars, almost putting it on. Faithful almost gets his chance too, but not quite. He's been playing a great third man today. Racking up that save column. But now St. Clair with a chance to attack. Magars. It's contested. Now all the way up to Frenchie. Off the backboard. That waterfall's down, but no one really in a good spot. Magars, look at how aggressive Magars is playing. He is on point. He is putting every single goal through. His stats are impeccable this series. So aggressive from Magars. He was the third man, by the way. He was at the goal line. If that touch goes out, that's possibly a free goal for St. Clair Academy, but he doesn't care. Just barely getting bumped out of that, and that certainly would have been another goal for Magars. Look at the shot in, too, from NECC. Not going to be there, though. Faithful, again, defensively, so strong. Pinch off the wall, not going to get out fast enough. Magar's now getting demoed. They're just chasing him. They don't want him to have any part of a single offensive attack here. Magar spawns the perfect side at the perfect time to get that clear. But again, St. Clair just playing these big touches. NECC pinching it in. 1-1. They're not giving up that easily. They're not going to lay down for this LVC team. Faithful just not quite getting there. Now, LVC looking to respond. Put themselves back ahead, but that's a bit of a tough touch from Magars. But a whiff from Ryda. Not going to give them an opportunity to score. And Frenchie now carrying downfield, bumped out of the way. Demo comes in onto Dez from Magars. Who else? Faithful, though, not going to get there in time. Doesn't have the position. Ryda putting St. Clair up by a goal. And now St. Clair ramping up their aggression. They saw how effective Magars was when he was going for demos, so why not try it yourselves? And so far, so good for St. Clair. They are down 2-1, but they starting to find an answer here for LVC. Ryda looking for a clear. It's intercepted by Frenchie, but NECC is there to continue carrying it out. And Frenchie now all the way down to the St. Clair left corner. And look at these touches from Frenchie. Very, very clean. Magars looking to just lob a shot there. It's not going to go. I believe it was off target regardless. Faithful though, down to Magars. Putting it upfield. That's a whip from Dez. That's going to put his teammates in an awkward position. Now, can anyone from LVC capitalize? Magars trying to send it down to Faithful, but now the ball in open space. Can Magars get back? He does. Pinch out mid, but Frenchie again there. Demo in for Frenchie just to make sure that nothing is too dangerous. NECC off the wall, no one home. Faithful now with the clear. He's looking to send it out mid. Doesn't have a chance right now. Frenchie looking to do the same, doesn't get there. NECC trying to get something going, bump, but it doesn't matter. Dez with the follow. We may have a game 5 on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes remain though. LVC down 2. We saw how they can rally goals, so it's certainly not over yet for LVC. The bump isn't there for Frenchie, but he does just enough to get him out of the way. Magars tries to get it to Faithful there, but it's not going to quite go. Demo from NECC. Magars, though, the one with the ball. They get contested. Frenchie now looking for a double. Not there. LVC, can they ramp up the pressure? Touchdown from Ryda over to NECC. Now Ryda's just going to launch it at the net. No one there. St. Clair Academy may have just put this game out of reach. Looking to send it to an all-important game 5 in this quarterfinal. Pinch though. Very good spot for LVC there. Faithful has the boost and has the shot, and it goes through. Huge one for LVC. They can start this comeback. Only down by 2, and they can get goals that quickly. Certainly this comeback can be alive. But again, LVC still down by 2. Magars has no boost here in this corner, so he's got to be careful. Faithful gets slammed off that touch. NECC just looking for the overarching play there. Still making it close here, making it contested, just trying to take time off the clock at this point. 1 minute remaining. LVC need to find a goal here soon. They want to be able to make this comeback happen. Touch out from Ryda. Just trying to play the long con. Not going to work. At least for now. Magars, big touch out. Frenchie trying to get there, but it'll be NECC first. Faithful, though, found a gap. Almost got the shot on net, but now it'll have to be another big touch. Magars over to Faithful to the corner. Trying to get it out mid. Doesn't get it. So it'll be Frenchie actually just launching that at the net. Almost gets that. Bombardment of shots, but every single one getting saved, and not a lot of time left. You've got 15 seconds if you're LVC. You just have to start tossing ones up, but it's looking like it'll be a game number 5 here in the NECC Challengers National Quarterfinal, as that will be game number 4. We are headed to Game 5, ladies and gentlemen. That one will fall in for good measure, but certainly LVC not too worried about it. Five to 2 scoreline. St. Clair controlling game number 4. And we are headed to an all-important Game 5. Who will take it? LVC, St. Clair Academy. Certain to be an interesting one. 2 goals from NECC and Ryda, 1 from Dez. Assists on the board for everyone as well. Just as many for each player. The goal demo's a lot more even there. We are headed into the game. Game 5. Winner moves on to the semis. Keeps their national title hopes alive. Loser goes home and is done for the season. Let's get to it. LVC gonna be the first ones with control. Dez trying to contest. But it'll be NECC sending it down. Dez redirects it on, but very slow roller, so players from LVC can get that comfortably. Ryda now looking for some pressure. Gets there for that second touch, but it's not quite what he might not have been what he was looking for there. Now St. Clair with the pressure. Looking to put it on to LVC early. NECC contest. 50. Who's there? Faithful. Now down to Magars. Off the wall. But he's going to put that as a back touch. Frenchie going to have to retreat here. Dez doesn't get the redirect off the side of his car. St. Clair ramping up the pace. Faithful maybe looking for a pass out to the right, but no one there. Magars, though, he's making up for it. Big touch out. Frenchie now has a chance to send it. Does just that. Puts it out mid, but no capitalize. Ryda now. Shot on net, and that's an open one. St. Clair Academy looking to send LVC home. They go up first in game number 5. Magars looking for the boost there. Has the trust and Faithful to get that touch, and he does not. Faithful gonna end up accidentally bumping Frenchie there. Magars sending it down to him, but gets contested. Frenchie can't turn for this either. He dives at it. Nothing there. NECC now looking for the double. Doesn't have boost to work with, though. So that's going to be down to the St. Clair half. Frenchie looking for the double, but Dez meets it at the backboard. Pop up. Magars is here. Who else but Magars? Puts it at a draw. And LVC are going to look to send this all the way they can. It's going to go to Faithful off kickoff. Puts himself in a bit of an awkward spot, though. Wants to go to Magars. Frenchie just launching that at net. Almost actually puts that on target. Big clear from NECC. Ryda's demoed. Now a pass all the way up to Faithful. We've seen how effective the passing can be, but it's intercepted. And again, down to Magars. Off the backboard. Anyone there for LVC? No. But now this is getting scary for St. Clair. You're seeing the connect. You're seeing the plays be put together. The puzzle being completed. Can St. Clair stop this from going down? Shot on net. Saved by NECC. Trying to put everything they can into this. Seeing what they can do. Magars looking for a touch off. Not going to get it there. But Frenchie here for the shot doesn't get there. Ryda sending it away once more. St. Clair, though, need to get something offensively, and this is it. This is it. NECC shot not going to go, but Dez's will. St. Clair Academy taking the fight to LVC. 2:12 remaining. LVC need to put a few more on the board. This is looking scary for LVC, but again, you've been seeing those passes, you've been seeing them line up, and St. Clair's just been ready for it. Faithful tries to send it back down to Magars. Not going to get there. NECC with 0 boost. Frenchie, though, whiffs on that touch. Faithful, very light there as well. Magar's trying to contest, doesn't get there. NECC launching it to the backboard. Dez is there, but he sends it all the way out. Now Rida in an awkward position. Dez gets a demo onto Faithful. Magar's solo play. Oh, has no boost, but it doesn't matter. Almost dunking it on St. Clair, but not quite enough. Shot from Rida, gonna go! And LVC in such a precarious position right now. They need 2 goals. This is an elimination game. Winner moves to the semis, loser goes home, and LVC, what do they have left in the tank? Fake on the kickoff, Faithful to the backboard. NECC off the back wall. Magar's though, there to meet it. Frenchie now sending it to the net. NECC is there. Bump though, onto Rida, still in position. Now NECC looking to double, gets it there, but not gonna go. A minute remains. A minute for LVC to come back into this one. Demo from NECC trying to get it onto Magar's, finally does. Can LVC do it? Can they bring themselves back from the depths? They don't have a lot of time, they gotta go. Faithful down into the net, but not gonna make it. Bumps are there. Magar's just trying to get something, and that is going to be a goal. And St. Clair, I think, putting this one out of reach. That very well could have just slammed the door shut. No Cinderella story here. Just 20 seconds, down 3. And that is not the touch you want. And that is certainly going to do it. St. Clair Academy going to take down LVC. They get the upset. They will head on to the semifinals. That does it here for LVC. Fortunate exit there from LVC Rocket League. They will head home as a quarterfinalist in the national tournament. Congratulations to St. Clair for taking that one. But that will be it. And unfortunately, with that being the last game of the season, we will have to say goodbye to Faithful and Magars. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done for this program. They have been here since basically day one. And man, I can't even put into words how much they mean to this program, how much they mean to me personally as a player. Not as a, well, I guess not really as a player, as more of a media person. But thank you guys so much for everything you've been able to do for this program. It really means a lot. But St. Clair Academy will go on to play the winner of New Mexico State and Conestoga Condors. So we will have to see later who that ends up being. But that will also do things for us in the 2022-2023 esports season. Congratulations to LVC R6 once again for taking home the national title. Congratulations to all of our teams who have won titles over the year. And one more huge thank you to all of our seniors for the contributions they've made to this program. Andrew Tenacious Kearse from Call of Duty, Ethan Dunder Filbert from Call of Duty, Peter Spicy Campana, I've never asked him how to pronounce his last name, I'm sorry, Peter, from Call of Duty, Colin Brophy, Grok from OW, Grayson the Boss Baby Roll from OW, Cooper.
Harold, can you put me on for an interview? Is that possible?
I can put you on for an interview. Just give me 1 second. Let me shout out the rest of the seniors and I'll do that.
I unmuted my mic. I unmuted my mic. I don't know if you can hear me.
Unfortunately, yes. But it's all right. Corey Frederick from Smash, Derek Hornbaker from Smash, Andrew Silaso from Smash, Robert Bonakai from the Valorant team, John Lamb from Valorant, and of course, Mason and Dylan from Rocket League. But real quick, we will throw on Faithful from the Rocket League team for the interview. The last time in his career, unfortunately. So
I don't know how
let's
this works.
toss it over to him.
I have to get in a Discord with him.
We'll have him hop in the Discord here in just a second as he has joined in. Hello, Dylan.
Hello. Hello, Harold. I can faintly hear you.
Yeah, sorry. I have to. You have to turn my volume up on Discord. This mic is unfortunately very, very quiet on Discord. So.
Should I mute myself in the Ninja thing?
No.
Since they can hear me through the Discord.
Oh wait, yes, yeah. Please do.
Okay. That way they don't hear me twice.
All right.
Hold on.
So. You ready?
Do you have my camera pulled up?
I do.
Or do I need to turn my camera on? Okay.
Look at the stream, and you can see it.
I don't have the stream on. Let me turn on the light quick so that people can actually see me.
Of course, a bit unfortunate the result there. So I guess real quick, do you have any words to St. Clair Academy for that matchup there?
They played great. Nitrix is good. So they didn't actually have one of their best players, Quint, but outside of him, they had their best roster and they played very well. We kind of fell apart there in that last game. It is what it is, but I have a feeling that they're probably going to win it all because I think they're the best team in the Challengers bracket.
All right, some very kind words there over to St. Clair Academy. So obviously that was unfortunately your final game for your time here at LVC. So one, congratulations on graduating, and two, what are your thoughts now that you're officially done here at LVC?
I can finally quit this game. That's pretty much been the highlight of it. I've been waiting for this day because this game annoys me very much. I'm trying to avoid using any foul language because I know I have a few people watching the stream. So
I know. I would imagine Magars has a similar sentiment there. I know him and I have had discussions about this.
Oh yeah,
one for a while.
Me and him are talking about taking our jerseys, putting them on a dummy, lighting it on fire, maybe putting a couple bullets in it, take it to the range,
So,
but yeah, me and him are both very happy to be done. Granted, yes, we would have loved to win, but great way to go out. Going back to the whole Saints thing, we talked about this before when we lost to the Saints main roster in NECC, but Saints was the first collegiate game that me and Mason had ever played, and we beat them 3-2. And they're obviously it was their academy team, but they were the team that just knocked us out 3-2. Then me and Mason's college career, so
it's a bit of a unfortunately poetic ending there. But,
yeah.
One more thing. Do you have any words for the players, the staff, whoever at LVC for your time here? Not only in esports, but just in general.
Well, as a kid that kind of walked on to this program, I honestly had no intentions of playing. It's kind of the reason why I got back into Rocket League in the first place. But for anybody that wants to play at the school, it's a great time. A lot of amazing people in the program, including Harold. Harold does a wonderful job here with all the casting, all the broadcasting that he does, managing all the social media. He's a great guy. All the coaches have done a phenomenal job, have done their best to try to help us kind of move forward in the program, get better, and become better people. Shout out to all the players. Shout out to R6 for them winning their nationals. Very proud of them. Is that pretty much the only team that has done anything so far? Or it wasn't us and R6 that was left?
Yeah, it was you and R6 that were left. Val ended up falling out in the group stage.
Ah, gotcha. Well, I'm very proud of all the teams. Everybody did a wonderful job this year. Val got moved up to champions for NECC, which is honestly very impressive. Because like looking at us, we were still in challengers. The champions team were all like pro teams and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't know how it is for Valorant, but still very impressive that they got moved up to champs. But yeah, huge shout out to all the players, everybody that has come to support us. Give me a second, finishing my gusher. Big shout out to all the people that have come to support us, especially my girlfriend Abigail and all of the other members of MAPPA and Bryce Souls. I very much enjoyed seeing all their comments in the stream every single time that we had a match. And unfortunately, it looks like this will be the last time.
All right. Well, thank you, Dylan, for coming on, not only for this interview, but obviously coming onto the team as well. You've obviously had a huge, huge impact on not only the Rocket League team, but this program as a whole. And the same goes for Mason as well. Unfortunately, not here, at least in this interview, but still very thankful for him as well. So I'll let you go, but thank you for everything you've done for this program. And again, congratulations on graduating. And we wish you the very best moving forward.
Thank you, Harold. And I want to wish the program the best of luck as it continues to go forward. Obviously, without two of its star players in me and Magars, but I'm sure the program will still have continued success over the years.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. You heard it there from Faithful. A bit of a tough end there, unfortunately, but that's just how it goes sometimes. And now we are officially done with the 2022-2023 season. And I just want to say thank you all, not only to all of our players, our coaches, obviously our director Dave, but also everyone that's been coming out to the streams, been following us on social media, interacting with our posts. It has just been a huge honor of mine to just be able to have this opportunity to be able to do all of this. But I still have 1 year left here at LVC, so next year we will be adding more to our hopefully adding more to our production. We will be improving our graphics, working more on our social media. We have a lot more in store for you guys. And stay tuned over the summer. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at LVC_esports for more that on this program. We will be trying to post some more stuff over the summer, get some videos out, get some more content to you guys. But that is going to do it here for this season. Again, thank you all for coming in, watching. This has just been insane, even to me. I've personally had a lot of growth as well as a caster and just myself personally. So it's been great to be a part of this journey. And we will catch you guys back here next year in August or September, whenever we start our season. See you guys then. Thank you all.